Oh, this is a good one. That's a good one because I lost a lot of money by not doing it. I used to. Let me tell y'all the story first because I have to, make sure we have it all wrapped up right. But when I had my car, well, I used to always shop there anyway, like for the rental properties, fixing the properties, fixing just my house and things like that. I used to always forget to mail in for that rebate, and that's what they bank on, you guys. Get so excited, but I think that they should have, or you guys, because they're probably never gonna do that. Why would they give y'all easier way to get it, right? I used to always just keep stamps in the car, and now where I'm at now, we don't have a Menards, so we only have Lowe's and we only have Home Depot. So yeah, but keep some stamps in the car and literally mail that thing right then and there wherever you at. Like seriously. But before I run my mouth though and say this, let me look it up to see if they are going to give you, because I believe that you have to mail it in. Like I believe you. Yeah. So when it come down to the Menards card, even though you have their big card, you still have to mail in your 11% rebate. If you do not mail it in, you're not going to get that 11%. So make sure you guys are mailing it in. I like to just keep, or I used to like to just keep stamps in the car at that time. I keep stamps just because I help with credit disputes. I keep stamps in the car, but I used to keep the stamps in the car in envelopes so I can mail it like right then and there, because if you don't mail it, you're missing out. I remember I used to miss out on a lot of money, like $40 I could have got, $30. It's just because I didn't mail it. So make sure you guys are mailing it. Keep some stamps in the car. If you know you're going there, it's a book of stamps. You can pay what, $12, $13 to get 20 stamps. So keep them in the car. Keep a stack of envelopes. That's $1.25 in the car, and then you can mail it in because you have to mail it in to be able to get that rebate. Now, let me share because I'm the Google queen. I looked on Google. Let me share with you the Senate. Yeah, you have to make sure that you're mailing it in if you want to get it. So here it is. Here. So you can find that form in store or online, but you have to make sure that you're mailing it in. So you have to mail it in, and you have to mail it in with a stamp. Okay. That's something you're going to have to do. And they have the rebate center right here. So if you guys want more information, you guys can ask them in the store, but you'll have to make sure that you're mailing it in. So here it is right here where they're showing you basically having to mail it in. And here's that address that you'll have to actually mail it into. But you have to mail it in to get it, or you're not going to get it, you guys. And like I said, I did that a lot where I didn't mail it in, and it's not good. Like, it's not good that I didn't mail it in. I missed out on so much money. I had an account with Discover that was closed due to non-payment. I was unaware because my contact. Let me see if they're saying anything else. Okay, because I can see, okay, what else happened? What else happened? Go to live Q&A. Okay, so they said I didn't realize that they were charging me late fees, etc., and that built up over a year before they finally got in contact with me. I'm wondering, can I dispute that since I was not receiving any mail or notifications after about the account for a year? So if you guys are getting charged fees and you technically changed your address, you're supposed to tell them your address right away. You're supposed to let the company know, the credit card company know what your address is. Now they do have something where if you guys have a late fee and you check and you guys moved, I believe in like the last 60 days, double check this information, and they charge you a late fee and they sent your billing statement to the wrong address and you was unable to pay it because you didn't know what it was going to be, then they'll have to reverse the fees and they couldn't charge you fees for that. But for a year, if it's a long period of time, it's going to look bad. It's like no way that you probably want to be able to get that handle. But I do suggest, if this is something that you're very, very concerned about, if you're getting fees, I do suggest that you guys talk to an attorney that can help you with like billing and things like that with the credit card companies. But a lot of times the thing is, you have a certain amount of time to look at your statements. I believe it's like you have 3 to 6 months. I have to get those, the exact time you have to look at your statements to see if there's unauthorized charges. And if you guys are not looking at your statements and they're charging you fees and they're closing out, it's nothing you can really do about it. Okay, so just make sure you check your statements, make sure they're going to the right place, to make sure that they have your updated address. How do you transfer money to another bank account? It's not working for me. I just thought it was so easy to, I don't know. You just put your, so when you guys are trying to transfer the money that you possibly saved up in your kickoff account, when you're trying to transfer to another account, they're going to ask you to verify the account that you want to get it sent to. You have to verify that online that you want to get it sent to. So you pick that account, and then after they verify it, then they'll send the money to that account, and it's usually within 24 hours. They said it's going to take longer, but it's not long. It's not going to take longer. If you're trying to transfer money in terms of pay on your kickoff account, then you guys should just be able to update, like delete that account that you have there and update your account. It should be as simple as that. But you have to go into your online account, and I suggest you doing like a desktop or a computer if you guys are having problems, and call. Well, you can't call them, but email them if you're having problems, because you do not want your kickoff account to get messed up, because they will report you late. What is the best strategy to get a paid charge off removed from your credit reports? The best strategy to get a paid charge off removed from your credit reports is finding accurate, like inaccuracies in your credit reports, like finding errors, finding things that's wrong. Like, is the last date activity the same on all three credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian? Are they reporting the same date? Is the payment history the same for all three credit bureaus? Is your date open the same on all three credit bureaus? Finding this information, and once you find errors, then you want to dispute it and dispute those errors. If you're not fixing it, sending complaints to the Better Business Bureau, sending complaints to the CFPB. You just have to make sure you keep attacking the company. Also, by sending them letters, and the credit bureaus, if they're not doing what you need them to do, I do suggest you guys talk to an attorney or possibly sue these companies on your own if they do have errors on your credit reports and they're not reporting that account correct, because it could be potentially violating your rights. So that's the best way. Just make sure you send out disputes, find out what's wrong with the account, talk about what's wrong with it, and also just making sure that you file complaints with the CFPB, also with the Better Business Bureau, and just keep attacking them and sending letters directly to the company that had that charge off. Oh, why is it not? I don't know what this. I don't know if I see too many questions or what. Sometimes I feel like that. Like, I just need to take a little break or something. Like, I seen too many questions, and I don't know. But why is it not? Why is no one talking about it, or why is it not? Let me see what video that they were responding to. Okay, let me click it because it's not just popping up. Mm, I'm thinking they're saying, why is no one talking about it? So I made a video about the new kickoff cash card, cash plus card. I made a video about that already. They're reporting to all three credit bureaus. I do suggest that you check out that full video about that one. I usually get all the new kickoff accounts just to test it out, see if I was going to be on my credit, but I don't want to test that one out. I don't honestly want to test that one out, but they have that. All you have to do is have your regular kickoff account, and then you should be able to sign up for that right through your account. It should be like on your right hand side, right at the top right hand corner. So you can definitely go ahead and apply for that one. I need to know if you guys have gotten it, how is it going? So definitely come back and let me know, like, how is it going. If you guys do not have a lot of history when you apply for these credit cards, if you guys do not have a lot of history, a lot of times they're not going to be able to approve you for the card. A lot of times, like when you pre-qualify for it, they're not going to be able to pre-qualify you, especially if you only had one other account in the past. It's best that you guys start building your credit by having multiple accounts. Let them report to the credit bureaus maybe for about 6 months, and then at that time you're going to be able to see you have so many more options of actually getting approved for credit cards, because now you have accounts reporting to the credit bureaus. And start with the basics if you want. Capital One, Navy Federal, Discover. You just need to start having accounts reporting to the credit bureaus, even if they're secured. Like you can go from secure to American Express. You can, but you just need to have these accounts reporting and get the ones I told you, Discover and Navy Federal, because those can go to a very good account. Okay. Those can actually graduate to a great account. Now, this one we're talking about the care credit. So with the care credit, they can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry, but the care credit needs to see some type of action. Like they need to see that you had other credit cards. Like when I got approved for the care credit card, I think at that time I had at least 7 accounts reporting, if not more. And then that didn't even include like my student loans. But with the care credit, they are going to want to see that you have some type of history on there. So definitely try to see if you can get some, not try, definitely get some more accounts added to your credit reports, and then come back to see if they can pre-qualify you. Okay. And you can, I suggest like every month you can come back and see if you can get pre-qualified after you apply for those additional accounts. But you can't just have like one account. If you really don't have history, care credit is not like the credit you want to get. You have to have history. So go ahead and get like the Navy Federal, get the Navy Federal, get the Discover, get the Capital One. Try for those. You can get Mission Lane, the Prosper, get some type of accounts added to your credit reports. And once you get those added, then you're going to have a greater chance of actually getting approved. So just go back, ask them to pre-qualify you. Then most likely they are going to be able to pre-qualify you. I got a $500 temporary limited credit card. When you guys get credit cards, sometimes they make you a temporary limit, like the Victoria's Secret credit card. If for some reason you can't use it at that time, like when you apply for it, please call them and ask them, hey, what is going on with my account? Why can't I use my balance? Because with a Victoria's Secret credit card, you're supposed to be able to use that right away after you get approved, right online or right in the store. So if you guys are having a hard time getting approved for that credit card right away, please call them and ask them what is wrong and what's the reason why you're not able to use it. Sometimes they put a hold on it because they may think it's fraud, or sometimes they just need you to verify your identity. So call them to see exactly what's going on and why there's a hold on that account. Um, They talking about the self because I want to know what they was talking about. So you just create an account, pay your monthly fee, and your credit will increase. Yep, that's it. So when it comes down to the self account, it's as simple as you sign up for the self account. You could pay between $25 and $150 per month, and you have to pay it for 24 months. You continue to pay that, and they're going to report to the credit bureaus that you're paying, and your credit score should go up. It's most likely going to go up, especially if you have your credit score under a 620. If your credit score is under 620, it's most likely want to go up. I personally have the self account, and I personally had my credit score go up a lot. It was one of those accounts that really helped me really build my credit. So yes, it's as simple as sign up for the account. I would suggest you put on auto pay and then watch your credit score go up. Now let's check out that self account. Now I have it on a care credit now, but we're going to go ahead and let's look up that self account because it's literally as simple as that, you guys. So yeah, you pick which plan you want to do, $25, $35, $48, or $155. Now I used to like to do the $48 because they reported for 12 months. And my biggest problem, you guys, if I can be honest, my biggest problem was always just making sure I paid my bills on time. I could have the money and then I just don't want to pay it. Honestly, I didn't want to pay it, or I forget to pay it. I didn't want to pay it and now it's time for me to pay it, and maybe it was a problem. So I set my stuff up on auto pay now. If I can help it, I set up on auto pay. So if you guys have that problem, set up on auto pay. But I suggest now people just go ahead and pay this $25 per month, especially if you're just trying to get a house and you want them to report. So go ahead and pay that $25 per month, because that $25 per month, that account right there is going to report to the credit bureaus, help you build your credit score. And after this 24 months, after the 2 years, you're going to get your money back. Now, if you guys put yourself in an account that's like $150 per month, just make sure that you can afford that per month, because if something was to happen, you can't pay that, they're going to hurt your credit. They're going to report you late. And this account right here, you guys, it's hard to remove late payments. I think I moved late payment from kickoff. I got lucky one time. I'm gonna say lucky because the other people weren't lucky. I wasn't able to get it off of theirs. I did the same thing. I wasn't able to get it off, but it's very hard to remove it. So make sure that you guys pick a plan that you can pay, set up on auto pay, and like just make sure that money is in that account. And then they're going to start reporting to the credit bureaus, which should increase your credit score. Like, it's literally as simple as that. Where is the credit builder card that you were talking about? So there is a credit builder card out there that you can get a $200 credit card with. They're not going to check your credit at all. So if you have very bad credit, this is perfect for you. You just filed bankruptcy, your credit is jacked up, this is perfect for you. You're allowed to get two of them. They're going to report to the credit bureaus, and they're going to report to them very quickly. So you should see your credit scores go up within a month or less than that. Now this one, I'm going to have that link down below so you guys can check it out. You can get two of them, and if your spouse, if they're looking to get their credit score increase, you can't add them as an authorized user, but they can actually go ahead and apply for their own. So I'm going to put that link down below so you guys can check it out. Now let's go ahead and look at that credit builder card together though, you guys. Okay, so here is the credit builder card here. Okay, so here's a credit builder card right here. It's going to report to all three credit bureaus. It is safe and secure, and it's no credit check at all. So it's not going to be a credit check at all to actually get the card. And you're allowed to get two of them. So you apply for it. Application takes 2 minutes. No credit score requirement. You put your $200 deposit down on it, and you start building your credit. Just make sure that you guys keep your balance low on it. I know it's a $200 credit card, and you're like, how low? Like, what do you mean? But I just suggest that you guys don't spend more than like $10 on it, or don't let them report more than $10, or it's going to drop your credit score. But when it come down to any of these credit cards, I know I'm telling you guys, like, keep your balance low. If you ever spend too much money on a credit card, all you have to do is pay it back down, and your credit score is going to go back up. So don't think it's the end of the world if you ever spend like too much money on a credit card. It's not the end of the world. As soon as you pay that credit card back down, your credit score is going to go back up. Okay, so don't be scared about it. Like, you got this. Just pay it down. Like, seriously, just pay it down.